Welcome back to It's Me, Tinx Live, exclusively on Radio Andy. All right, on this topic of phone addiction, are you ready for this? 89% of adults check their phone within 10 minutes of waking up. 10 minutes. Try 10 seconds for me. I literally roll over, no contacts, and stumbling around in the dark going, what time is it? 60% sleep with their phone. I wonder what that means. Like in the bed? Mine is next to my bed, which is probably terrible for your brain. 69% of adults have texted someone in the same room as them before. Well, yeah, duh. When you want to bitch about someone on the low and go, what the fuck is she talking about? The fuck? 57% consider themselves addicted to their phones. Proud member of the 57%. 55% say they have never gone longer than 24 hours without their cell phone. Yeah, obviously. I have thought about doing Hoffman Institute, that they take your phone for 7 days. Everybody who does it says that it's fucking amazing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure that they have a system down for that. But I don't know. That would give me so much anxiety. I think it would really be hard for me. But I do want to do it. I genuinely this year, I'm very lucky. But this year's busy already, and I don't know if I would find a week. And if I did have a week to spare, I would get an upper blepharoplasty. I have to learn how to say that if I'm going to get that operation. But I think that I would do an upper blep if I had a week. Anyway, maybe they could do an upper blep at the Hoffman process and I could do it at the same time. I could be recovering and no one would see me because that's actually genius. So if you see me at the Hoffman place this year, guys, it's because I got some work done. Okay, let's talk to Allie. Hey, Allie, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Thank you for calling. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm calling as a story of hope for all my girls out there. It's
we love
a
that.
Winter of Outside story. Winter
Hell
of Outside.
Yes. Tell us.
Yeah. So I'll try and keep it, quick. I won't spare the details, but I'll try and keep it quick so other people can talk to you today. But I had the pleasure of getting to go to Maui a few weeks ago because my parents go there every winter. Yeah. And I went last year and it was great and wonderful. But this year I had like a nagging in me to get back on the horse, so to speak. So I decided to get back on Hinge in Maui.
Ooh,
and
I bet that was nice.
I was like, yeah, you know what? Why not? I couldn't lose. So it was new girl scent, like nobody's business. And, had all the choices. And I don't know why, but this one guy just kind of spoke to me. He seemed funny, and I like funny guys, like dorky funny guys.
Yeah.
So we go out on a paddleboarding date, which I was super fucking nervous about, just because, one, I'm going to fall and look like a moron. I have a little bit of I'm scared to be in a bathing suit, all the things. And I was like, you know what? But am I ever going to see this guy again? Probably not. It's like a one-on-one paddleboarding lesson, go see the whales. Anyways, instant chemistry, the best 4-hour date ever. It was I didn't want it to end. And I was like, okay, great. I felt confident again. I felt like when I get back home, I'll start dating again. This is great. But then I, again, had that ping inside me. I was like, I'm going to try and get on a second date with this guy.
Yes.
So I know. So I felt like such a high schooler. I was telling my parents, I'm 37. So I'm like, I'm going to go on the second date. So I go the next night. We go to this beach, play beach volleyball, very, very Hawaii, but it was the best time ever. He grabs sushi for us, doesn't even ask me what I want, which I liked. I thought that was really hot.
Yeah.
We go to his house, have the best time, and then I had the literal best sex of my entire life.
Oh my God, yes. I love to hear it. We really love to hear it. And see, you got rewarded for Winter of Outsiding.
That's exactly right. And it was I guess because I didn't have any, in my head I was like, there's no strings attached, right? It's just connect with this guy, have safe sex. Well, first off though, he went down on me for about 25 freaking minutes.
Wow.
And
we all need to go to Hawaii. Jesus. Yes. We love to hear it.
Listen, none of my friends saw this story coming. This is so not me. But so bends me over the bed, goes down on me for 25 minutes. Then we have just the best sex ever. And again, I'm thinking, this was awesome, but whatever. But anyways, I'm going back to visit him in a couple months.
Hell yes. Oh my God. See, this is literally Hope Core. It's so good to hear. And it's because you had an open heart. You were doing Winter of Outside. You said, fuck it. You put yourself out there. You put yourself out of your comfort zone. And that's, I'm so happy for you. That's excellent. That's excellent news.
Yeah. And I think the part for me why I really wanted to call, well, one, because we're all for going down and getting someone to go down for a while, but also it gave me confidence again. And I was in like a dating slump. I got totally ghosted by somebody that I've been talking to for several months. It made me feel like shit. And so I think going into this being like, what does it matter either way? And then because you have that energy, it's like you receive it back, you know?
It's so true. When you truly step into that, it doesn't matter mindset. And it's hard to get there. Like, I know it's hard. I really always preface that saying that with, I know it's hard, you guys. I know so many people out there are like, I want a boyfriend or I want a girlfriend. And if you're in that headspace, it's hard to just be like, fuck it. But if you can get over the hill of wanting and into the space of, who cares? Let's just have fun. It's so amazing. It's let's see. It's summer of outside. It's winter of outside. It is putting yourself first, and it is detaching from outcome. That's the other thing that you did, is you detached from outcome. You said, it doesn't matter what happens. I'm doing this because it's fun in the moment. And if more people did that, everyone would be happier.
Yes, they would, because it was the best time ever. So
I'm
highly
so
recommend.
happy for you. Yeah.
Winter of outsiding is a thing. Everyone get to Maui as soon as you can.
Exactly. Oh, I'm really happy for you. If you want to email us and tell us how your trip goes in a couple months, it's me, Tinx at SiriusXM.com. I would love to hear you. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, have a good one. Thanks.
Thanks for calling. Bye, babe. Oh, we love a hopeful story. We love winter of outsiding. And by the way, can I just say that's another point on my scoreboard for dating when you're in a different city. It's a cheat code to life. It's a cheat code to life. You don't care. There's no expectations. You are your best self because you're chilled and you're relaxed, and you get the scent on you. So then when you go back to your town, you're like, wait, I am hot. Look, guys, sometimes we need a fucking boost, okay? Sometimes you need to go on a good date and have hot sex. Like, we're human beings. Like, it's nuts to me that we don't treat feeling sexy like feeling hungry almost. Like, I almost put it on the same level. Like, that is what our body is designed to do, is to have fun and dance and laugh and eat and have orgasms. So anyway, go on a date in a different city. It really is the best. Okay, let's talk to Clara. Clara, hi, how are you?
Hey, Tinx, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for calling. What's going on?
I feel you with what you just said. One of my best friends always says, if you have a spray tan, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, and it's going to change your whole week. So
100%. Truth.
I had a question about your gut intuition.
Okay.
So how do you know to trust or believe someone if you have a gut feeling or if something's not right? So for some context, there's someone who's basically my boyfriend, but not yet. Officially, it's going to be something I feel like will happen, but we'll see. I mean, it's been a while, but
how long?
Well, I've known this person for a while, and we were just friends, and we've been seeing each other for around 3 months.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so it's been pretty normal, good pace, but I had a weird feeling about something Monday, and like I had a missed call and a text, and I didn't really realize anything was up until I didn't hear back, and I think it was like 5 p.m. on Monday. I didn't hear back till like 11:30 on Tuesday. And so the time gap is pretty big. I didn't hear from that person, and I ended up having the conversation yesterday. He was gone, so I felt unsettled. And I don't like to feel this way. One of the things I always say in a relationship is like, I'm not going to be an investigator. I'm out. Like, I don't want to have to do that. Too much for me. So, but I was trying to just understand, and I didn't really get the solid answer until I brought it back up again. But the answer is that he ended up going out with his friends and was really drunk apparently, and that's why I didn't hear back from him. I did hear from one of the people who was there that he only had a beer or two, so that was weird. But I mean, I also believe that it was like at a brewery where there's like really heavy beers. I don't know. Anyways, it's like you want to trust the person, you want to believe them, but you also don't want to look like a fool. So I thought I would ask you, and I know it's kind of a large question, and I didn't add all the context with me and him because obviously it's more private. I'm on a radio right now.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Because I also don't want to play there. Like it's just not. It's like my peace and sanity. I want to go to sleep at night,
And I'm so glad that you said that, because every time I've had the feeling that you're having, it hasn't been right. That's because gut instincts are guardian angels, and our gut instincts are usually right. You don't sound like a paranoid person. You don't sound like a super clingy person. You sound like someone who has a gut feeling, and I'm inclined to believe you. Now, I don't know if he hooked up with a girl. I don't know what, but I do know that anyone who you're actively dating for 3 months and you text him at 5 p.m. and he doesn't get back to you 11 the next day. And by the way, what was the text at 11? Because if it was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, babe, I was wasted out of my mind, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I still don't like it, but like I can kind of see what was his first message.
Oh, you would not like it. Yeah, it was kind of like didn't address it. And I straight up said yesterday, I'm like, so you knew I called, you didn't respond, and you went to, like, that's just not normal, you know? I mean, I'm trying to make it normal, but yeah, he just said, like, hold on, I'm not even sure. But yeah, it was just like we play, I don't know, like there's like this game we play, and so he sent me the update of that, and then was like, then he told me his plan for the day because he was supposed to go out of town. So it was very casual. Basically, to answer your question, he did not acknowledge that he missed my call or my text.
Yeah.
Which I didn't care. I agree with you.
Yeah,
But I also, like, what if it's an intuition of, like, maybe he was having an off day, or maybe, like, because he's, like, lost a family member, maybe it's something related to that. Like, I try to, but you're right, I'm not a paranoid person, and I'm like, I'm out if I have to do that, because I don't have time.
I think, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you have to, like, break up with him, but I think that you need to set a time limit. Also, so you've been seeing him for 3.5 months, but you've known him for a while, right? You said that?
Yes, through mutual friends.
So I just think that, like, when it's a friend thing, it goes faster. And I'm kind of like, why isn't it official yet, you know? And I don't know. So if I were you, I would set a time limit. I would say 1 more month or whatever you feel comfortable with, and say by that point, we're either going to be secure in a relationship or I'm out. That's a trick that I do sometimes when I'm not totally ready to end something, but I can feel that it's coming. I just set a time limit. I'm like, okay, in 2 weeks, I'll have made my decision. Because then it's like you have a little bit of space to breathe and, you know, see how you feel. You could even try, like, not pulling away, but don't text him first for a bit and see if he's kind of comes to you, you know, you'll kind of get your answer. But I don't think that you sound crazy. I think that you're probably correct in some way. I don't know. I don't love it. And also, like, I genuinely think it should be easy. I really do. Like, I think that it should be easy. All of my friends who are in super happy relationships and marriages, it was easy to a degree at the beginning. It just felt like, wow, we want to be around each other, you know, open line of communication. And you deserve that. You deserve that. Like, we've made it so that we feel like we might have to struggle to be loved, and it's just not true. So I think give it a few more weeks and see. But, you know, this is a very important data piece.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for that. He did address that last night, too, because I kind of said, like, I've been patient, but also, like, what's going on? And he ended up being like, yes, like, this is something I'm planning to do, something like that at the right time. But I've got to be honest, I also was asked out on a date Friday, and I went. So it's, like, weird because it's going both ways of, like, okay. I was wondering, are you something? And now I was like, well, I'm not official. This is not happening.
By the way, good for you. You did the right thing. Until he asks you to be his girlfriend, you are a free agent, and you should keep your options open. I'm very proud of you that you did that. That is living in abundance mindset. That's not living in scarcity mindset. I'm very, very proud of you. So
I have a friend who's on all the dates, so I feel bad. And, like, I know I'm calling in about that, but it's like, I expect him to be that. Like, I've been honest about my end, but yeah, I'm like, am I a bad person now? Oh my gosh.
No. God, no. No. I'm proud of you that you did that. You are not exclusive. He's not your boyfriend. And he's kind of dicking around. So that's what you get. I'm sorry. I also think that it's like, since he's been your friend for a while, he should be extra sensitive around you. And I just keep your guard up. Keep your guard up.
Yeah, I mean, he was my friend only because I had gotten out of a relationship and I wasn't interested in dating anyone. So it was kind of like friend, but not. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just was interesting. Like, I've never, like, I sat up like Monday night. I was like, something's not right. And I, like, never feel that way. And you're right. I'm like, if you are that kind of person, go off, girl, do your thing at anyone listening to this. But I just am kind of more like, I don't want to.
You don't want to feel that way. Yeah, you don't want to feel that way. It's a terrible feeling. And I'm like, I'm so done with feeling that way. And sometimes my friends are like, oh, Tinx, you're so sensitive. And I'm like, but I'm right. I'm right. Like, whenever you have that first moment where you're just like, you're right. That's the thing.
The Virgo in us.
Are you Virgo?
I am a Virgo.
Yeah, we're right. It's just, this is the thing. Yeah. I've never been wrong. I've never turned around and the guy's been like, actually, my phone was stolen by a grizzly bear, and that's why I didn't text it. Like, I've never been wrong. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think people spend too much time, like, I don't know. It is like a scarcity mindset to me when people are like, well, maybe, well, maybe, well, maybe. It's like, have you ever seen a guy? I mean, you definitely have in your past relationship. You've seen when a guy's into you. You can feel it. It's unmistakable. When a guy wants you to be his girlfriend, when you're in the date box, it's unmistakable. So
I do feel that with him, but I also feel like you said you were too drunk. You call me drunk. Like, why not that night? And
that's what I was
also,
also going to say is like, drinking excessively with the boys usually leads to like you up or like what's going on, babe, kind of thing.
yeah, and that's why I was like maybe something else. That's what I mean, like my initial question of like, do I just trust it and move on, and then sit there and wonder if I'm actually being made to be a fool, or
Yeah.
What do you believe?
What do I think?
Well, yeah, you don't know this person or the context fully, but like, would you believe someone if they said, yeah, it's just like, why are you missing my calls and my texts? And I also saw he was active on social media during one of the times, so that was unacceptable.
Forget it. It also, it almost doesn't matter, right? Like,
Yeah.
it almost doesn't matter. Like, let me rephrase this for you. If you feel uncomfortable with this guy, if you don't feel safe with him not texting you back for over 12 hours and he didn't give a good explanation and you have these clues, it almost doesn't matter, right? If something happened or it didn't happen, because it's not good for you. That's the matter of fact,
I didn't answer last night either, and I got a text. It was like, hey, are you okay? Like, is everything going right? And I was just out of my workout class, and it was just interesting how the tables turned, of like,
of course.
Him so caring and sweet when I didn't answer yet, then I didn't get an answer the night before. And I don't like playing that.
And it's like, like games, like we're too old for that. Like that's not,
I didn't know what to say to him, so I hadn't answered his text from before. But yeah, okay. Well, thank you. I hope you have the best rest of your day and week.
You.
And yeah, I'll try and update you if I
please
get
do.
back
Yeah,
to this.
I'm praying for clarity for you.
I was thinking about other girls too, and I was on TikTok when I saw your live, and I was looking up like signs that like you're right. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah. All right, babe. I gotta go to break, but I wish you luck and be strong. Okay.
Thank you.
Lots
Bye.
of love. Thanks for calling. Bye. Woman's intuition is always right. That's what I have to say. Super quick break. I'm going to be taking more calls right after this. So if you're on the line, stay on the line.